Hello, today I'm going to be talking about how to create a product display ad using Amazon Marketing Services. And this is a self-serve ad platform. It's pretty easy to use, although the first time you try it may be a little bit daunting. So this video is going to try to explain kind of the basics of creating this type of ad. And it shouldn't take that long, maybe 15 minutes or so. So before I get started on actually creating an ad, I want to show you what product display ads look like. And in the other videos I've done, I've shown you what headline search ads look like and what sponsored product ads look like. Product display ads are shown on other products pages. So this is the product detail page for 1984 by George Orwell. And if you scroll down to the middle of the page, you'll see something that says sponsored products related to this item. That's not what we're talking about. This is another type of ad called a sponsored product ad. The product display ad is usually right below the buy box or the description. And in this case, it's this ad here. It says Dead Monkeys, $3.99. I've seen other versions of the product display ads which have a tagline. So here's another example. This is below. This is for like a iPhone screen protector or something. Here's the buy box, and then right below it, there was an ad for this USB stick. It's easy to fill up your iPhone. Now it's easy to empty it. I've just put the arrow there just to show it, because sometimes it's not quite obvious where they are. So that's what product display ads look like. They may also show up on your mobile device if you're using the Amazon app or the Amazon mobile site. So they show up in a bunch of different places. Some people don't like them. They don't think they're as effective, and in a way that's understandable, because it's so easy to scroll past them. Because when you're looking at a book like this, and you're scrolling down to find out more information about it, you might want to go straight to the editorial reviews or the product details. You might even miss a little ad like that. But anyways, this is how you create one of the ads. Go to Amazon Marketing Services, either the home screen or the campaign manager. That's what this screen is right here. And look for a yellow button or a button that says create a campaign or new campaign. You'll come to this screen. A couple different options here. These options may change a little bit depending on the type of AMS ad account that you have. So my ad account is through Amazon Advantage program. So they give me access to these 4 different types of ads. So select product display. Now, right off the bat, you'll start to get a bunch of somewhat perplexing questions if you've never used this type of ad before. Choose a targeting method. Product, target shoppers viewing specific products or categories. Or interest, target shoppers with specific interests. And what I find confusing about this is that specific interests and categories actually sound pretty similar. And in fact, they are very similar. So let's take a look at interest. First, choose a product to advertise. So I'm going to be advertising this book that my company publishes, LinkedIn in 30 Minutes by Angela Rose. I want to put an advertisement for this book. This is on my own website, by the way, here. I want to put an ad for this book on Amazon so people might see it. So in the little search engine here, you type LinkedIn in 30 minutes. Search. Okay, the paperback edition shows right up. So let's select that. A little summary of what the product is in Amazon's display advertising network. So then here are the interests for the campaign. So for a book like LinkedIn in 30 minutes, you might be searching for books about business investing, computers and internet. Let's add that too. I was actually hoping there would be an interest called careers, but there's not. I've looked around in that. Or lifestyle, hobby, and professional. You may think, oh, professional, that's me. What about people who love their jobs or office workers? But actually, there's nothing there. The interests are actually for other stuff. So sometimes that's not so effective. Now, if I wanted to, I'd go through and continue to create the ad. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm actually going to choose another type of product display ad. So let's switch to product. Target shoppers viewing specific products or categories. So we have to search for the product again. So LinkedIn in 30 minutes. published by my company. Search. All right, here it is. Select it. Target specific products, target related categories. I'll come back to specific products in a minute, but let's first take a look at related categories. So it's already found some categories it's recommended here, and I can remove them if I want by selecting it, like internet and social media. It will just automatically go over here, available categories. So available categories means it's looking at the categories for the product, which are, for books at least, they're based on BISAC categories, Book Industry Standards Group. There's a long list of categories, and this book has 2 of them: internet and social media, and careers related. So those are the only options. And I don't think that this is particularly effective because I want to be really focused on careers, not only these other things too. So what I prefer to do actually is target shoppers viewing specific products or categories, and I want to target specific products. What this means is I can search for other books or other career-related stuff and have my product display ad show up alongside it. I'll show you what I mean. So first of all, let's look for LinkedIn books. Click search. So all of these books are about LinkedIn. There's probably I think there's 30 of them per page. There's a lot of them. I'm just going to click add all on this page. And to click this arrow here, and there's a second page of results. I'm going to add all of them too. So you can see now I have 59 books that my ad might show up on. And I can keep on going through and adding them and adding them. So that's great. Okay. Let's keep on going. LinkedIn for Dummies, definitely want that one. And by the way, Amazon encourages you and allows you to create ads that will show up against competing products. There's nothing wrong about that. All right, so LinkedIn books, that was helpful. But maybe I'm also interested in people who are interested in a certain type of job, let's say like office jobs. Maybe they might want to find out about LinkedIn. How to get a job in an office in 30 days. Okay, by winning the interview game. This is actually a perfect book. So there's a whole bunch of titles here. I'm just going to add all of them. And by the way, sometimes you have to be careful because sometimes the results here may not be very helpful. What's an example here? Like Billionaire Bachelor, My Father's Best Friend, book #1. I think that's probably a book that's not relevant to LinkedIn in 30 minutes. It sounds like a fiction book. Or Office Job EP, that's probably the name of a band or the name of a record, so a pop record. So that's not relevant either to people searching for LinkedIn in 30 minutes. So I might want to not include those or be very selective about what I do include. So I do want the corner office, indispensable and unexpected lessons from CEOs on how to lead and succeed. But I don't want this this EP, this music, MP3 music added to the list. And then I've selected a bunch of books, but I can also select things like interview outfit. So people searching for clothes for an interview, I'm assuming that they're probably they're on the hunt for work. So whether they're male or female, I can include them as well. Although, and if I want to, like, it looks like most of this is for female applicants. What if I wanted to just restrict it to male? I could do that too. So there's ties, slacks, shirts, add all on that page. And then I could do things like laptop for work. Who knows? People who are searching for laptop for work, they might be interested in getting a book about LinkedIn as well. So I can go through, and basically there's a maximum amount of, I think it's currently 750 products you can compete against. And if I wanted to, I can just stop now and I can come back and fill out that list. But I have 380 products. That should be a pretty good place to start. Actually, let me just do one more. Business communication. I think that will be useful. So I'm going to add all those. Let's see if I can get up to 500. That should be enough. Interesting that a lot of these books are very expensive. Okay. Oh, business networking. That's an obvious topic for LinkedIn, although some of it's computer networking. But you get the idea. All right, so I have 556 products, target products. That means this ad I'm creating, it can show up on any one of these product pages. Just like on this 1984 book, the Dead Monkeys product display ad is showing up on that particular one. So whoever published this book, they did the same thing I'm doing right now. They went through a list of related titles or similar titles that might be interesting, that might draw readers' interest. So I'm doing that right now with these 556 products for the book that I'm advertising, LinkedIn in 30 minutes. Okay. Expand targeting to other closely related products recommended. I do that because sometimes, I'll build this list, but there's other products that Amazon knows about that I couldn't find or I don't know about that they think are relevant. So I'll put that there. Campaign name. I always give it a name based on the product I'm selling, the type of ad. So LinkedIn PD, which stands for product display, and then something about the ad that might differentiate. Like I'll just say June 2018. Okay, cost per click bid, CPC. Amazon always recommends high bids, so they're recommending I bid 50 cents to 61 cents. That means every time someone clicks on the ad I create, I'll end up paying as much as 61 cents. But many times, actually, the amount is a lot less than that because there's just not a lot of demand because this is an auction system. So a lot of other people selling products, they may be bidding as well. And Amazon looks at, who's bidding the most. All right, company A is bidding 80 cents per click. Company B is bidding 50 cents per click. We'll show the ad for company A. So, but that's too much for me. I don't have that kind of money lying around. So I'm just going to do, usually I do a starting bid of, 20 cents or 30 cents or 40 cents. Let's do 23 cents. And then per day. This is the maximum I will pay per day. You can also choose for entire campaign. So I could do like $100 for entire campaign. I'm just going to do per day. Duration. I always recommend when you're starting out with AMS ads, you set a date range. If you run campaign continuously starting today, and you're hitting the maximum price, the maximum budget, $5 per day, and something happens to you, or you get distracted by work or personal stuff, or you get sick, or you just forget about this ad campaign you have running, and you're not paying attention to the performance, you can end up spending a lot of money. And by the time you realize it, it's too late. You've gone through $1,000 or $2,000. So I always recommend selecting a date range, 2 to 3 months usually. So let's do it 3 months into the future. Okay, you can extend that later on if the campaign is successful, or you can pause it if it's not working out. And your headline. So I mentioned this for some of the other ads that I've created. I keep a scratch pad, and this is basically a text document that has little headlines, descriptions, and keywords that I can use. Sometimes it will contain a list of competing titles as well. All right, so the headline for this ad, this is for LinkedIn in 30 minutes, how to create a rock-solid LinkedIn profile and build connections that matter. That's a pretty effective headline by itself on the product itself. So maybe I'll do supercharge your LinkedIn profile today. So I have this text document, or it can be a Word document. I copy it, I highlight it, go to edit, copy, and then I paste it in. Edit, paste. Whoops, I put it in the wrong place. I want to paste it in here. Okay. Text, this is a description, 150 characters maximum. Again, my little text document, it has some descriptions ready to go. Okay. Maximum 150 characters, so my description is already the right length. Supercharge your LinkedIn profile today. I'm going to use that for the name of this too. The campaign name, I'm going to call that LinkedIn PD, supercharge your LinkedIn profile today, so I can recognize it later on when I'm checking the performance. Brand name. The default is this. This is the kind of it's based on my logo. I'm going to just change that to capitals in 30 minutes. Product description. So it's giving me a warning. Do not include ellipses, special characters, or extra punctuation. But actually, that's the official name of the book. There's a parentheses, second edition, and then a colon. So, but just to avoid getting rejected, I'm going to just change that a little bit because they've asked me not to do that. Second edition. How to create a okay, it accepts that. Edit logo. This is the official logo for my company in this particular imprint. I'm going to keep that. And here's what the ads look like. It'll even preview them for you. So this is a small one, 245 pixels by 250 pixels. You can see the big ones too. Supercharge your LinkedIn profile today. That's the headline I just created. Give some information about the book. Here's the mobile version. All right. And then submit campaign for review. So Amazon will take a look at the information I've just submitted, and it will take them up to 72 hours. So it's usually like a day or two. And then the ad will run, and I can see how it performs. So be sure to check out some of the other videos I have about creating AMS ads, including headline services ads, sponsored product ads, and product display ads. And thank you for watching.